And this is the hibiscus that I have opened this morning. It will be fading away, so I took it off. So this is the main concept of the flower. This is what I've done the past 2 days. So last stream was probably just 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers. So I've done 2 more of the cream. I've done 1 more of red. And I've done, I don't know if I will be using this or not. This is the, I try to resemble the Simple Pleasures hybrid. I will see if I will use it or not. But this is it. That's the flower. And the leaves I have here from the Chinese rose, not the wild that grows in the garden, the bog one, the swamp one. But generally, I will be doing as well the normal leaves, and I'll try to arrange everything. I found the thread that I'll be using for the stems. I will use the Romanian cord. So the cord will be laid between the motifs, like short pieces or maybe longer. And I'm thinking about the filling. It will be either black or this dark gray. Sorry. So I've done enough motifs to fill the half of the front of my top. This is actually the layout that I'll be using. This is the chest things. Keep forgetting the name after COVID. I keep the names. I don't even remember that word in even in my own language, not mention the English one. So that's it. I think I'm quite happy with that. Probably, if I make it black, I will probably use this one. I have a couple of them somewhere on the side. So it's not on the front. It's not going to be very bright to your eyes. Somewhere at the bottom or somewhere. I haven't decided the layout yet. So far, I'm just making motifs and I make sure that I have them enough. There will also I have to think about the buds. So there will be some kind of bit of green and just a couple of petals on top, like this side of the flower. I haven't thought about how I'm gonna make that, but that would be the thing to do, the thing to think about the next week. So far I'm concentrated on the motifs themselves. So I've done 3 of the cream, and I'll probably make another 2, so I'll make them 5. I'll make 5 colors, 5 of each color, and more leaves. I'd have to find the short section dyed with the green and light green, so I can resemble the, gosh, I forgot the name, the one that has the variegated leaves. So I've got one, actually this is the one from variegated. So the leaves are green and white stripes. And I will make them as well for sure, probably for this one. So those striped leaves will be surrounding the red color, the red flower, just because it is. And these leaves will probably be on the yellow, on the cream, just because there is one, this colored hibiscus with this type of leaves, maybe pink one as well. And for these 2, I'll have to make more standard leaves, but maybe a little bit wider. So I'll do the shorter stem, the shorter part, the shorter chain for the beginning. And I'll give, instead of doing the usual ladder that I make, 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches, just like here, I'll do probably 2, 2, 2. And since it will be small, it will get wider. And by the end I finish it, I'll probably make another 3, 4. But the main leaf will be like 2-3 steps with 2 chains, and then 3 and 4. So this is the plan for this hibiscus. I probably will finish the motif set by the end of November, and I'll start doing the layout. It's probably one of the fastest projects that I've started, just because it's easy to make. The leaves, the flowers themselves, they take the big area, and I don't have to worry about hundreds of flowers that I usually make for other projects just like this. So you can see lots of buds, lots of flowers, different shapes, and shamrocks and everything. So this project will be big motifs, less work, less feeling, but generally should be something really exciting. So I haven't decided yet, but probably I will, just because the colors themselves, they are so bright, and the dark gray feeling will be kind of lost, and it will make a mess. But if I make it black with something like the Mexican style, on the black background, bright flowers and everything. So yeah, and while I'm just sorting out the motifs, I can also place them and see how they work. Obviously, I'm not gonna place the motifs on the chest, just where the nipple is, so you don't walk around with nipples sticking out. When I do the layout, I'll make sure that the flowers are kind of shifted off the side, so they're not on the nipples. And this is just the small constructor that I can work for the rest of the year before I start doing filling. And I just really love the way that they turn out. If anybody's watching video is a hibiscus fan, they'll recognize this flower, the Simple Pleasures. There are lots of flowers like this, and there are lots of names depending on the strike lines and everything. But this is definitely the Simple Pleasures. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? It's just amazing that with such a little color choice, I still able to resemble most of the flowers. I've seen the while I was searching through the flowers that I could use as a sample, I've run into some amazing flowers that are just like, I have to have it. So I decided to myself, I'm not gonna watch anything anymore. I've got plenty of motifs, plenty of color choices, because if I look more, I'll probably turn my house is a greenhouse already, apart from the greenhouse outside. And if I spend more time searching, I'll probably end up with the jungles in my house. So I'm removing this one just as I was showing it, and back to this. If only I can find the hook that I was using. This one is too small. As you can see, there's lots of mess around, just because I'm trying to work on 3 different things. I've removed the weaving loom here at the moment, because usually it stays on top and I'm weaving, and it's like I'm doing weaving and I'm fed up with that, and I jump into crochet. And when I'm fed up with crochet, I do the filling, and then I'm back to weaving, and then I'm back to temari. This is the stuff that I'm making for the Christmas. This is a sample, because lots of mistakes here, so I left the sample for myself. And just as a reminder that I have to do the work, because Christmas is coming. So I'll start over here. Let me get the camera a bit closer. Probably like this. And I have to get my glasses. I forgot them as usual. I had to drive into the village today just to buy the glasses because I forgot them back into the city apartment. So I'm living between two houses. When I need to do shopping, I go to city, stay there for a couple of days with the family just to make sure that nobody's coughing and and sneezing, and then I return back. But there's a flu going around with the COVID, so I'm trying not to catch it. So again, the Y stitch, my favorite Y stitch. And I have a great news. Today Tonya came back online. So her son was deoccupied and she wasn't online for about 7 days. And now she just wrote me on Facebook that she's fine. There's no electricity, no water, no communications, but everything will be fine. Everything is that Ukraine is trying to restore all the communications and all the facilities. But so far, as far as she's alive and she's healthy, that's the main thing for me. And I get from here and there all my friends from Kherson writing down like, hey, we're alive. And it's such a relief. But still, I think you definitely need to go to Etsy and buy Tonya's patterns. Her shop is Antonina Crochet. And I'll try to place the link once I finish the stream, so you can support her, because obviously her workshop was shut down when the Russian military came in and they threw her out of her workshop. They occupied the office. And yeah, so buying a pattern from her will be a great way to support her before everything restores back to order and she can continue working in her workshop. So this is the back part, the back side. As you can see, the reason I'm using the cushion, because it has curves, so you can actually just twist the shift. You can shift the template and pin it just to shape it, to get the shape that you want. So once everything is removed, everything will repeat the body curves like this. This pin is a bit dull. Okay, so now I'm thinking how I should go around here. I'll probably do something like this over here, and when I will be working on the side, I'll start maybe from here and move around. Always plan how you're gonna do the filling from shore to shore. That's Rudy. I let him out so he won't interfere with the stream. And now he has a habit that when he's outside, he knocks in the window so I can open the door for him, but the door is open. Sometimes he's goofy sometimes. He'll be knocking again. Yeah, just realized, да? Открыта дверь? Угу. Чего? No, no, he just has to interfere. Yeah, has to be online. Чего? Чего? Иди гуляй. Иди гуляй. No, there's no way he can walk if I'm talking to someone. And another Y stitch I would prefer to make like this. I'm just trying to turn it so you can see it on the camera itself, yourself. As you can see, I always do the stitch with the, especially on these flower buds that are not inside the stitch like this, but on, preferably to make, you have to make it on this back side, back loop. And over here I'll make something like this. Only in this case I do when you see the chain in front of you and you can't choose the back. It's only then when I do the stitch directly into it. Again, the Y stitch, because I don't like the sorry, my nose is running. I forgot to take my anti-allergic medicine, so my nose is itchy at the moment. I will do something like this. I've done this treble so that I can hide this big hole. As I said, don't go for the big holes in the filling. This one side over here, it's not a problem, but if there are too many, I don't like the way it looks, too big, with so many big holes in the filling. One or two is okay, but not more. Again, as I said, do the back two ribs so the front part is still intact. So when you turn the motifs, especially if it is important with the dark filling on the light motifs, I don't know if you remember, there was one of the designers about 10 years ago. They were doing the collection with the Irish crochet lace, but it was really thick yarn, and they had the filling that was done just like I did here, and it looked not ugly, but not really nice. You know, it looked like a hedgehog, like the white motif, and there's a black thread sticking out of it. So you have to do something very unnoticeable and visible. So kind of the motifs are standing out of the feeling and not embedded, binded into it. So the feeling doesn't go on top of the motif. Another Y stitch here. I always use the Y stitch between the petals. Always grab this little rib behind, so the two loops on your hook. And again, the Y stitch here. I don't have a big hole again. And the stitch over here. And another part of the filling is almost completed. So I can cut the thread and move to another area. This is the hole that I was talking about. If I leave it one like this, it's not a problem. But if there are too many, it doesn't look nice. And again, we came to the area where I would like to make the Y stitch. This time I will make it this way. And attach and bind. So that's it. This part of the filling is done. So when I start the next one, probably next stream, I'll start probably from here, go over there and return. I will have to still do the neckline, the armpit line, and that will be on the video somewhere, hopefully this week, if not probably next week, but definitely will be video this month for sure. So I remove the pins because I don't need them in this area anymore. Now I can shift a little bit. This cushion is just the right size for my dress, so it stays firm. And a couple of pins here have to be removed. This is the bottom line. I will still have to add something like this. So when I'll be doing the filling in this area, I'll just pin the buds like this because I was so fed up with stitching the motif, so I left it like this, and I decided I'll, no, there's nothing here, just a filling. Anyway, this will be the back, so either will be the top underneath, or there will be the the trousers or the skirt under the area, so we can do the bit more filling instead of placing motifs and do it more solid. So that's the part I don't like, is the zip lock, because pinning it is a problem. Just got 5 more minutes before my camera goes bananas. And I will start from here. Just like I said, this is from the back. So if I grab this, I still got this little rib, the front loop, free, so the filling doesn't show too much in front, the place where it joins the motif. Since this part is a bit bigger than my cushion, I have to pin it really careful so it doesn't slide, doesn't wiggle, doesn't shift. So lots of pins to keep it in place. And I've got about 5 minutes left of my camera time. Just like this. You can see I got lots of space here, so we'll be doing a set of 2 or maybe 3 Y stitches. One goes into here, another one goes here, and nope. Just right in the place where I don't like to place pins, I have to place a pin. Actually, it's always nice to place a pin and see where your filling goes. So I just realized I can do this stitch over here, and then this Y stitch over here, And again, the set of Y stitches. There's 1, 2, 3. The Y stitch goes in here. Probably to another chain. And probably camera already goes bananas. So this is it. This part of the filling is almost complete. So it goes like this. The camera is already flashing here on my side. So I guess that will be it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me on this stream. And have fun. Bye.